The Right Honourable Sir Simon Hughes, Chancellor, Deputy Chancellor, Dean, and all the staff, all the students who make this university a wonderful place to study. I'm honoured with the award of Honorary Doctorate from a distinguished parliamentarian who has served our country for many decades and in fact shaped the country we live in. He's a great public servant and I admire him even though I am from the opposite party. But what matters is the principle of a person. And Sir Simon, I'm honored that you have given me personally this honor. I dedicate this honor to my late mother. I'm a posthumous child who was born 2 months before the assassination of my father, who was against the partition of India. He could foretell the consequences of religious disharmony, but unfortunately, fanatic could not appreciate his vision and they killed him when he was trying to save some students who were caught up in communal riot. So we arrived, because I was born in a place which has now become Pakistan. I arrived in India with my mother and 7 siblings in a refugee train to a refugee camp. And I owe my success to quite a few people. First is my mother, who instilled the right values. She worked as a teacher. She couldn't give us a lot of financial help, but instilled the right values, and that values made me what I am today, because it is with the right values we achieve the right result. Her words were, never give up, never give in, no matter what the fate throws at you. Thankfully, she was educated. She could work as a teacher, worked very hard, and brought up all of us through immense difficulty. Women empowerment is a necessity, not a choice. If a husband dies prematurely, like my father did, he will leave behind a woman unable to deal with the world and mother unable to look after children. The very fact I'm standing here because my mother was able to look after her family. I'm also grateful to my wife, who is here with us in this hall, for supporting me when I had nothing. She not only encouraged me, but also supported financially by going out to work with the Ministry of Defense, the Inland Revenue. And I always believe the women are better, not equal to men, because they look after the family, they look after children, and she also looked after, she helped me in my business. And behind every successful man, there are quite a few people. You can't achieve much alone. And therefore, I also grateful to my staff who believed in my vision. I started my company because I was a very humble immigrant with very little money. So I started in a shed. Thankfully, I had a better Cortina car, which I could drive, go to central London, pick up electrical goods, bring them, and then dispatch them to different countries. So staff realized where we were going, and today we are exporting to 130 countries British product and sustain thousands of British jobs. That is the power of positive thinking. If you can remain positive in a negative situation, you are already a winner. So therefore, I also like to pay tribute to this great country where I arrived with nothing, and now I have everything and a bit extra as well, and a bit more. It is because of the British sense of tolerance and fair play that ordinary immigrant like me could come and realize his ambition and become an asset for my family, and also for the adopted country. There are laws against discrimination in this country, or against any kind of discrimination. When I first came to this university, I was so impressed with the diversity, how people of different color, different nationality were united for a common cause to improve their life and then to improve the world in which we live in. I was very, very much impressed with the cohesion I saw here, and this is why I decided that I want to contribute something to the university where the diversity is treated as the color of a rainbow. And you're all bringing that charm to the rainbow from your diverse background. But remember, we now have one country and queen. We have become one. Or we have now king, by the way, sorry. We now have one king, but we used to have one queen. What a great lady Her Majesty was. What a gracious person she was, and how she served her subject for 70 years. Such a dedicated person we will never find in history. And the very fact she received so much respect when we gave her a send-off was the result of her own personal standing in the world, in the Commonwealth, everywhere. She was the queen for every faith, every color, every religion. God save the king. And ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. You are the future of this great country. Just make sure that you become the best among the rest by going extra mile. And you can see no father, no elite education, no family wealth, and no old school by network. When I came in 1971, Britain was a totally different country. There were very few people like me, and we had no track record of success, but we had to face some challenges. But with hope, you can drive your ambition. With commitment, you can achieve your goals. So I wish you a bright future and success. Life is what you make. Life is how you want to achieve, and the world is your oyster. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.